This is Plant-Based Briefing, Vegan Pride. Pride is a Political Act by Vasile Stanescu at substack.com at Win for Animals. And I'm Marian Erickson, host of this curated content plant-based podcast, where I narrate a variety of articles on plant-based and vegan living with permission. There are so many reasons to live a vegan lifestyle, and it's hard to keep up on all of them. I curate articles on various aspects, from animal liberation to key health benefits of plant-based nutrition, the environmental impact of animal agriculture, social justice issues like world hunger, antibiotic resistance, wildlife conservation, pandemics, so many reasons. I curate a variety of articles on these topics and share them with you here with permission in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. You can listen and stay up to speed while you're doing other things. And I am thrilled to have permission to share some of the amazing work of Dr. Vasile Stanescu. He's an associate professor of communication at Mercer University. He's been vegan for over 20 years and has been publishing work on effective animal liberation for over a decade. He holds a PhD in modern thought and literature with a focus on environmental rhetoric from Stanford University. He's the co-founder and former co-senior editor of the Critical Animal Studies book series, co-founder of the North American Association for Critical Animal Studies, fellow of the European Association for Critical Animal Studies, and former co-organizer for the Stanford Environmental Humanities Project. His areas of expertise are in animal studies, food studies, media studies, and environmental communication. He's conducted research on locavorism, humane meat, lab-grown meat, the effectiveness of plant-based meat substitutes, and the ethics of the removal of invasive species. You can find videos of him all over YouTube. He's often sharing his expertise and teachings and knowledge. He's a sought-out speaker. He speaks often for the Humane Hoax Project, of which I'm a team member. You can find his speeches at humanehoax.org. And I am just so thrilled to be able to share his amazing work. So now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. Vegan Pride. Pride is a Political Act by Vasile Stanescu at substack.com at Win for Animals. While researching vegan demographics, I noticed something surprising. A meaningful number of people who never consume animal products but refuse to call themselves vegan. I call them closet vegans. I've taught them. On the first day of class, when I ask who's vegan, they stay silent. Yet as the semester unfolded, it became clear. One student quoted Peter Singer in her weekly reflections. We'd not even assigned Singer. When I spoke with her privately, she admitted she had been raised vegan from birth. Her parents were vegan. She had never eaten animal products in her life, and she had never told anyone. Why? Because being vegan is stigmatized. You do not need me to cite studies. If you're reading this, you already know it. Like every marginalized group, some of us learn to hide. Sometimes the hiding is quieter. I met a woman who insisted her assistant wasn't that kind of vegan. It was for a health condition. I later learned the assistant was vegan for the animals. She just told people it was for health so she could avoid judgment. People knew her diet, not her ethics. That is a closet too. I even met a lifelong vegan who runs a vegan organization and told me, I hate vegans. That is internalized stigma. She too was a vegan in the closet. She was trying to hide it even from herself. When she asked what I thought about being vegan, I replied, I am vegan AF. I love being vegan. It is a joy, a gift, and a blessing. People often tell me certain marginalized communities could never go vegan. My answer is always the same. Then they should get to be vegan. Being vegan is the win. Having to eat meat is the oppression. No one should have to eat meat. The mental gymnastics some people do to justify slipping out of veganism fascinate me. Peter Singer once argued that maybe mollusks don't feel pain, so we can ethically eat them. My response is simple. Why would I ever want to stop being vegan? Veganism is not something I give up. It is not a burden. It is not a punishment I endure for animals. Why would I stop doing something I love? Vegan is delicious food. Vegan is new recipes. Vegan is getting to raise my son vegan, knowing that he will never, ever have to pay anyone to hurt or kill anyone his entire life. At the same conference, there was someone else I was visiting with who was thinking about having children, but was concerned about the fact that she would be imposing her vegan values on her children, and she asked me what I thought about it. And I replied, well, teaching our children right from wrong is what we're supposed to do as parents. My son loves being vegan, but most importantly, they get to have us as vegan parents. They get to have vegan parents. They get to grow up vegan. Vegan is the win. I am writing this on World Vegan Day, and so on this day, I urge you to not just be vegan, but to love it, to tell other people how much you love it, the meaning it has for you, the joy it brings you. As long as vegan is perceived as a duty, a drudgery, something we put up with, our numbers will always be small. But that is not and never has been my experience of veganism. It is and always has been a place of joy, of community, of meaning and difference. Vegan until 6? Okay, but why did you decide to stop being happy at 6? Why did you want to eat worse food when you didn't have to? Why make your life worse every day at 6 o'clock? Anytime I tell my son, Tavi, that I am proud of him, he always says, I am proud of myself. We should learn the same lesson my 3-year-old son already knows. We should learn to be proud of ourselves for being vegan. We are doing the most important work there is. No one likes the closet or hiding or lying. We should all learn to be proud of ourselves. Learning to love each other and love ourselves. Learning vegan pride. That is how we win. And we are going to win. You just listened to Vegan Pride. Pride is a Political Act by Vasile Stanescu at substack.com at Win for Animals. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson. I love this article, and I'm so excited to share more from Vasile. So please share this episode with anyone who might benefit, and thanks for listening.